Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. This time let's take a look at the 20 best solo board games with 2 bonus games that are very cool, well crafted, popular and lovely games, but they are kind of niche specific. So watch this episode till the end to catch those lovely titles. Okay, and now let's start. And let's start with Terraforming Mars, Ars Expedition. It is an engine-building game in which players control interplanetary corporations with a goal to making Mars habitable and sustainable. Yeah, something similar what's happening now in a science field. Alright, but this game is played in rounds, where the player will choose one of 5 actions. This means every round is different and can consist of either building, production, resource management or research. The game ends when there is enough oxygen, oceans and the temperature is well below freezing, so you can go on a beach and relax. And by the way guys, all of today's top games are available on Amazon. If you like to check their price or purchase them, go ahead and click on Amazon affiliate links in description that will lead you to the corresponding game title on Amazon. Alright, but now let's carry on with Paladins of the West Kingdom. Paladins of the West Kingdom is a worker placement board game set at the turbulent times of medieval Europe. Yes, about medieval times. The aim of Paladins of the West Kingdom is to collect the most victory points. That will determine either you win in this game or not. Points are gained by building outposts and fortifications, commissioning monks and confronting outsiders. Yes, there are opposing forces in this game, like for example Saracens, Vikings and Byzantines. It is a turn-based game and during each round players will enlist specific paladin for help and gather workers to carry out tasks. The game consists of 7 rounds and you can complete it in around 120 minutes, or it's 2 hours, yeah? Before we carry on with the next game, make sure you subscribe and hit notification bell to be always informed about new episodes. And if you know someone who may be interested in these kind of games, go ahead and share this video. But we will carry on with Maracaibo. Well, it's a wonderful game. This game is about the Caribbean in 17th century. Yes, it's around that piratey time in the Caribbean. It's all about commerce and adventure. Game offers different strategies to win. There are a lot of things to do, a lot of choices. For example, you can either upgrade your ship to a mighty vessel, engage in combat, work as a privateer, build a network of assistants and setting off on expeditions, yes, into adventure and fulfilling quests and much more. There are a lot of things to do in this game, so it is very interesting. From pirate times into the mysticism, Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror is a cooperative game for 1 to 8 players based on a fiction of H.P. Lovecraft and inspired by classic board game Ark Horror. In Eldritch Horror, investigators travel the globe in an urgent quest to save the world from diabolic forces. Again, good against evil, with 4 different ancient ones, 12 investigators, numerous monsters and hundreds of possible encounters. Every game provides an unique and epic adventure, so it is great feature in this game. There are not a lot of games where you can play each round every time differently. Very interesting game for those who love mysticism genre games. If you love adventures, you will love next game. Nemo's War, 2nd edition. Game is great. It is based on Jules Verne's classic novel 12,000 Leagues Under the Sea that tells the story of Captain Nemo and his incredible ship called Nautilus. I have read the book as a kid and as all Jules Verne's creations, this one was amazing as well. Anyway, the 2nd edition of Nemo's War is a greatly enhanced version of its first print with amazing artwork and detailed craft throughout every detail. Game events are set in the year 1870, where you must set sail in this amazing electric-powered submarine taking the role of Captain Nemo as you travel across the seas on missions of science, exploration, anti-imperialism, and yes, war as well. Under falling skies, don't worry guys, nothing will fall on your head. It is an amazing game where you take charge of an underground base trying to stop the alien invasion. No, it is not Stargate, no, I guarantee. Game has multi-mission campaign where during each mission you try to defend a besieged city. You must complete your mission before your base is destroyed. You must deploy your underground base to gain access to more powerful actions, allowing you to shoot down enemy ships or deploy robots to increase your workforce efficiency. Actions are powered by an innovative dice placement mechanics. That's why this game is stunning and dynamic and surprisingly affordable, by the way. It costs only $30. Well, that is amazing price for such a great game. Cloudspire. It is a great strategy game heavily influenced by tower defense and multiplayer online battle arena games. You must control one of 4 unique factions in a battle to destroy and steal energy from opponents, defend against enemies, build towers to protect your base, and explore and research for resources and powerful relics to turn the tide of a battle. Every race has their own unique units and heroes. A cool feature is that armies are placed either individually or in stacks to conceal powerful units until the last possible moment. Meanwhile, the event deck regularly changes the terms of the fight. Well, it could be a very unpredictable game, and this makes this game interesting. Additionally, I would like to mention that this game is very well crafted. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. This game is an amazing blend of legends and mythology. A deep, branching storyline allows you to tackle problems in different ways, ensuring no 2 games you can play alike. Very interesting. Difficult decisions or harrowing choices wait behind every corner, and seemingly minor tasks may influence major long-term consequences. And this is one of the main features that brings modern board games up in the front. Their gameplay becomes more and more kind of, I would say, realistic. The characters you deploy is going to be tested during dozens of combat and non-combat encounters. To overcome challenges, your characters develop and unlock a rich choice of mutually exclusive skills, which is a great feature in this game, and that leads to different deck building strategies, making character advancement meaningful and deep. Next one is great choice for sci-fi fans, Anachrony. It is a competitive worker placement strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic world rebuilt along 4 different ideologies. The game is played through the series of turns, where each turn represents a certain era, with the past ones reachable through the time travel later in the game. Well, very futuristic, very advanced. After the 4th era, an asteroid impact shakes Earth, threatening to destroy the Earth's last independent city. The past should prepare for the coming cataclysms. In the end, you must lead humanity into the new future. Well, all depends on you. Okay, let's take a look on something bright. Robinson Crusoe Adventure of a Cursed Island. Amazing game. It is another great adventure game for you to play as a castaway on an uninhabitable island. Your task is to build shelter, protect against dangers, and complete different missions. There are 7 different scenarios that will provide you with a new, more difficult and curious ways to play. You can take a role of one of 4 characters from the ship's crew, either cook, carpenter, explorer, or soldier. Well, it's really amazing game and I love it so much. Lost Ruins of Arnak. This game combines deck building and worker placement mechanics. It is a game of exploration, resource management, and discovery. In addition to traditional deck building, cards can also be used to place workers, and new worker actions become available as players explore the island. Some actions require resources, so resources will be essential in this game. Decks are small and randomness in the game is heavily mitigated by an abundance of tactical decisions offered on the game board. With a variety of worker actions, artifacts, and equipment cards, the setup for each game will be unique. Hey, great game for those who love romance time. Hadrian Wall. In this game, players take on the role of the Roman general placed in the charge of the construction of a legendary Hadrian's Wall. Yes, the same one from ancient times when Romans tried to wall them off from the restless northern Britain regions. Game has 6 rounds during which players will construct their fort and wall, man defenses, and attract civilians by building services and providing entertainment, all while defending the honor of the Roman Empire from warring Picts. The main aim in the game is to accumulate the most glory points, while discipline and respect to shine in the eyes of your empire. A feast for Odin. Alright, it is not a cooking game and it is nothing about eating or feasting. This game is about Vikings, cultural achievements, commerce and raids. That's what it is about. Yes, in this game you will raid and explore new territories and collect goods to achieve a financially secure position in society. To win in this game, you must accumulate and possess the greatest amount of values. Oh my, to be greedy in this game is the right thing to do. Be greedy! Skip. The game for those who like sci-fi genre where 2 different eras are mixed and blended into the kind of one thing. Anyway, it is an engine-building, asymmetrical, competitive board game set in an alternative history of 1920s period. Yes, it is 100% fictional game, if not say more. In this game, each player represents a fallen leader attempting to restore their honor and lead their faction to power in Eastern Europa. Players conquer territories, enlist new recruits, grab resources, gain villages, build structures, and activate powerful mechanical engines and kind of robot things. Gaia Project, a very interesting sci-fi game about space, terraforming, economy, research and diplomacy. Yeah, all things are there. There are 14 different factions that live on 7 different kind of planets, and each faction is bound to their own home planets. To develop and grow, they must terraform neighboring planets into their own home environments while competing with other groups for different kind of stuff, like for example resources. All factions can improve their skills in 6 different areas of development like terraforming, navigation, artificial intelligence, Gaia forming, economy and research. That will lead to advanced technology and special bonuses that will help you to win in this game. Dune Imperium. Dune Imperium is one of the games that quite frequently falls in our tops. Yes, and reason for that is simple. It is a great game. It explores a famous Dune saga in all its beauty. It uses deck building to add a hidden information angle to traditional worker placement game, but unlike many deck building games, you don't play your entire hand in one turn. Instead, you draw a hand of cards at the start of every round and alternate it with other players. It is really great game, very good crafted, and it is very interesting. Terraforming Mars. In Terraforming Mars, you control a corporation with a certain profile. You must play project cards, build up production, place your cities and green areas on the map, and race for milestones and awards in terms of victory points. The game uses 6 types of resources: mega credits, steel, titanium, plants, energy and heat. On the game board you compete for best places for your city tiles, ocean tiles and green tiles. And ultimate goal of the game is to raise temperature, oxygen and ocean to the level that Mars is again a habitable world. So you can grab your suitcase and fly to the Mars and enjoy your holidays at the Mars beach. Very nicely crafted and interesting game for those who like games about terraforming. Before we get to the last 3 game titles in our list and 2 bonus games, I would like to ask your opinion. Which one of these games did you like most? Or probably you may suggest any other titles, or probably you have already played any of these games and you know all ins and outs about it. Then go ahead and share your opinion in comments. But now let's carry on with the last 3 best solo board games in today's pick, and then those 2 bonus games as well. Too Many Bones. This is original and very unique award-winning dice builder RPG. Very specific genre. In this game, your fantasy world homeland has been invaded and the council has summoned you to defend it. Encounters are filled with tough decisions and battles as you make your way to the invaders' lair. You build your character and unlock new dice to roll as you take down unique buddies, each with their own special abilities. Loaded with content for solo and co-op play, Too Many Bones comes with a stunning number of dice. There are 136 custom dice in this game. Absolutely crazy. On top of that, the game has beautifully edge-stitched neoprene mats, PVC cards and dozens of high-quality chips. This game is just so amazingly crafted that it can easily leave you speechless. Spirit Island. Spirit Island is a complex game about defending your island from colonizing invaders. Players are different spirits of the land, each with own unique powers. Every turn, players simultaneously choose which of their power cards to play, paying with energy for that, and the game escalates as it progresses. It is great choice for those who like play very complex games. Yes, and this game is very complex. Mage Knight Ultimate Edition. This award-winning board game combines elements of RPG, deck building and traditional board games while capturing the rich history of Mage Knight universe. The game puts you in control of one of the 7 powerful knights as you explore, conquer, build your army, fill your deck with powerful spells and actions, explore caves and dungeons and eventually conquer powerful cities. Additional to solo rules, the game allows competitive and cooperative scenarios as well. And great feature about Ultimate Edition is that it includes the original base game plus all these expansions like the Lost Legion, Krang and Shades of Tesla. Okay, and here are those 2 bonus games that I promised at the beginning. Both games are super cool, super cute and lovely, and you know, they are one of the brightest and most positive games in this top. Wingspan. It is a not only highly rated and popular game, it is also very well crafted one. Could be a great gift for someone who is a bird watcher or ornithologist or just simply loves nature. Well, ideally we all must love and respect nature, isn't it? Anyway, it can be played either solo or competitively. It is a card-driven board game that features over 170 birds. Yeah, it's just a fraction of all birds in the world, but anyway, 170 birds are there. Each bird expands a chain of powerful combinations in one of 4 habitats. These habitats focus on several key aspects of growth, like gain food tokens via custom dice in a bird feeder dice tower, lay eggs using egg miniatures in variety of colors, or draw from hundreds of unique bird cards and then play them. The winner is player with the most points after 4 rounds. Very lovely and very bright game. And finally, the last game on our top. Board Games Geek rating for this game is as high as 8.5. It is quite a well-known board game in a community, and actually I think it fully deserves to be a #1 in this top. Ark Nova. In Ark Nova you will plan and design a modern, scientifically managed zoo, with the ultimate goal of owning the most successful zoological establishment. You will build enclosures, accommodate animals, and support conservation projects all over the world. Specialists and unique buildings will help you to achieve this ultimate goal. Another cool game for those who love a beautiful world of animals. That's it for this episode. Write in the comments which game you like most. If you found this episode useful, give it a like and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and following. Have a wonderful day and stay tuned for the next episode.